Welcome back to my channel. So it's that time again. It's time for monthly favorites. So February just ended. Today is actually March 1st, so we'll see how soon I can get this video up. But I had a ton of products that I loved in the month of February that I want to share with you guys. Let's talk about skincare first. I know usually I start with makeup, but I'm going to start with skincare this month. And the first product is something that I'm really excited about. And I was actually contacted by Dream Dots to test out this product, and I'm pleasantly surprised with their results. I was debating making a whole video about it, so if you want to see that, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll make that for you. But basically this is a spot correcting like pimple remover or reducer, and so you get these little tiny like patches, and the great thing about this is there isn't an active ingredient. So there isn't chemicals, there isn't like products or acids or anything like that that's going to harm your skin. It literally is just like the fabric and the product itself that helps to reduce your pimples. So you put the little patch on your skin at nighttime, and then in the morning when you wake up, it like reduces the size of your pimples, and I can honestly say it really works really well. Luckily, I don't get a whole lot of acne, thank goodness. That's all gone from my teenage years. But when I do, I want it to be gone immediately, and this does a really good job. It took about 3 days of wearing it at nighttime for it to remove the pimple, and it's gone now. So I thought that this was a really, really good, cool idea, a really awesome product. They sell these on Amazon. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. But let me know if you want like a more detailed review on it, and I can definitely do that for you. Next product is something that I bought, I think in January, maybe even in December, I can't remember, but I didn't get to use it until just recently, and that is the Hope in a Jar, Renewed Hope in a Jar. So this is the newer version of Hope in a Jar. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the regular Hope in a Jar, so when I saw that this came out, I immediately bought it. I bought it like the day it came out. I bought this and the eye cream. The eye cream is awesome. It's not as great as the one I'm going to tell you about in just a minute, but I was really impressed by this product itself. It's just like the regular Hope in a Jar, but it seems like lighter and it seems like smoother. It has like a silicone-y texture to it. It's very difficult to describe, but it's almost better than the regular Hope in a Jar, and it has a better scent to it. It has like a fresh scent to it, and I love it. I have combination skin and it works great for my skin, so loving this. Alright, the last skincare product I have is an eye cream. And you guys may recall back in January I did a haul of a bunch of different eye creams, and this one is my favorite of them all. So I'm still planning on doing a video where I tell you about each of the eye creams. The Renewed Hope in a Jar is one of those, but I had to share with you guys which one was my favorite, and that's this one here. So this is the Kiehls Powerful Wrinkle Reducing Eye Cream. This, I tell you, it is like, I don't know what it is about it. It must be the ingredients. It has copper and calcium and what else? Caffeine. It has a bunch of like really powerful ingredients, and when I dot it under my eyes, it's like magic. It smooths out the under eyes, it hydrates really, really well, and then I really, really do think that it has helped to reduce the like fine lines under my eyes. I still have wrinkles. I think those are they're always going to be there unless I get like Botox or something, which I don't plan on doing. But this has helped to eliminate like the excessive fine lines and like the cakey under eyes. This has done a great job with. Okay, now on to makeup. I do have 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have every day. It's either been one or the other for the entire month of February. And the first one is the NARS Dual Intensity Eyeshadow Palette. It looks like this. I showed you guys this in my haul. I haven't filmed a tutorial or anything like that on this yet, so if you are still interested in seeing something like that, let me know in the comment section down below and I would be happy to film that for you. I'm wearing this one on my eyes today, and I just love it. I just love these eyeshadows. I own a few of the little individual ones, and just the formula is awesome, and the color is so pigmented, and they blend so well together, and they're kind of like slightly metallic-y but not shimmery, and they have like matte finishes, and oh, it has been amazing. So when I haven't been using that, I've been using this one. In fact, I got the NARS one first, and then when I got the Tarte palette, I stopped using the NARS one, and then I used it again today. But this is the new Tarte eyeshadow palette. This is the Be Your Own Tarteist palette. And this was a QVC exclusive. I don't know if this is going to become available in stores or not. I hope it does because it is amazing. So it looks like this. It has 6 eyeshadows and then it has a blush here in the middle. The blush, I have better blushes, but the eyeshadows really blew me away. The colors are awesome. So there's like purpley taupes over here and then there's like beige browns over here. I like to mix them all together. And the formula is really, really soft and really, really smooth. It almost reminds me of like a Lorac powder. Tarte has either really stepped up their game or it's something about this palette, but the pigmentation is great. The formula is great. They blend together really well. There's a really good mixture of mattes and like satins. There's no shimmers or sparkles or anything like that. They're all very wearable. And I haven't been able to put it down. I've been absolutely loving this palette. Next, let's talk about some blushes that I have been loving. So I told you I didn't really like the Tarte blush inside that palette, but I have had 2 new blushes that I have not been able to put down. I have been wearing them almost every day. The first one is the Tarte Celebrated blush. This was part of their spring collection and this is just a gorgeous, beautiful, like dusty, pale peach color. And it is perfect for fair-skinned girls. It just gives like the prettiest, like natural, like I'm not wearing blush, but I am wearing blush. Like no makeup kind of look. It's perfect when you're wearing a really heavy eye or really heavy lips. It reminds me a lot of NARS Madly blush, if you own that. Kind of like the shell, just like dusty, perfect matte shell color, and it is gorgeous. So the second blush I've told you guys about in a couple of videos. I loved this so much that I went and bought 2 other colors. So this is the Kat Von D Everlasting Face Shaper Blush. This one is in the color Truth. This is the one I like the most, but I also went out and bought Bellissima and Essex, I think is what it's called, Essex? I don't know, I can't pronounce it, but these blushes, guys, I can't say enough good things about them. They sell them at Sephora. They're always sold out online, and now I know why, because the powder is just something about Kat Von D products, just the way her powders are super finely milled, and you only need the teeniest, tiniest bit. You just dip your brush in there and just like buff it out, and it is perfect. I'm actually wearing this one on my cheeks today. I layered it with one of my Hourglass blushes, so I'm wearing 2 blushes today, but by itself, it is so, so, so pretty. They have different finishes. This one has a matte finish, and I can't say enough good things about it. I love it so much. Next, I have 2 Hourglass products, and I bought these in the middle of February. One of them was a repurchase, and then the other one is a brand new product. So the first one, that is a repurchase, and I've used it before, and I know I love it, and I'm already like down to here on the bottle because I've been using it every single day. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. And it's amazing, guys. If you haven't tried this before, it's very expensive. It's very expensive. It's the most expensive primer I've ever owned, but it is so amazing. It like mattifies your skin. It's weird. It's like it has a really, really like smooth texture. It almost has a blue tint. When you put it on your face, it almost leaves behind like a blue tint. It fades very quickly, so don't let that scare you. But it truly mattifies your skin. If you're somebody who has oily skin or you suffer from like oily T-zone and dry cheeks like I do, this is magic. It really, really is. It also helps to hold the foundation in place. The other foundation that I'm going to tell you about right now tends to wear a lot right around my nose right here, but if I put the primer underneath right there before the foundation, I don't have that problem. So this is such a good primer. If you haven't tried it before, check it out. Sephora will give you a tiny sample if you just go into the store and ask them. Be warned though, you're going to get hooked and you're going to want to go back and buy the big version. They have a smaller version that I think is like $18, but when you like compare the ounces to price and you just figure out what's a cheaper, like better deal, this is a much better deal. but it is expensive. Then the next Hourglass product, this is a new product. I filmed an entire first impressions about this. I will link it down below if you're curious to check it out. But this is the Hourglass Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation. This is amazing stuff. It's full coverage and it's mattifying. So it is liquid to powder. I find that I don't really need a finishing powder at all, which is amazing because I always have to set my T-zone. With every foundation I wear, I always set my T-zone, but with this one I don't have to because it leaves a powder finish behind. The color is perfect for me. It doesn't really oxidize too much and it's amazing. It is pricey, just like the primer. Also, be warned, you don't want to layer it because it can get very cakey looking because of the powder finish. When you layer liquid on top of powder and it just like does its thing, it can look a little cakey if you're not careful, but once you get the hang of it, it's an awesome foundation. Last product I have to talk to you about was kind of a rediscovery. I was cleaning out my drawers over here not too long ago and I came across a little baby sample of the Benefit They're Real mascara. I've had a full-size version of this. I've had many samples of this and I have a love-hate relationship with this product. I hate it because the brush is so big. It's such a big brush and the little pokey things on it are plastic and they hurt. If you stab your eye with it, it hurts really bad because it's like a pokey, like it looks scary. But I love it so much because the formula is just amazing. The brush, although it's scary, it's made that way because it's supposed to like separate your lashes and make them look like false lashes, and it really does. It separates them, it lengthens them, and this is like super strength. I don't know if it's waterproof or not, but it's definitely super strength. It takes a lot to get this off, which is good if you're going to be like sweating outdoors, crying, whatever. It lasts. It's amazing stuff. So I always find myself going back to this and I always find that I love it. And this month was no different. Alright guys, well that is all the beauty products that I have been loving for the month of February. I did a lot of shopping this month and I have a lot of products that I'm kind of testing out that will kind of spill into March. So I think March's favorites is going to be even more exciting, so I'm excited for that. And I think that's about it. So let me know if you have any questions or comments in that awesome comment section down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.